Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. So if you are new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Cosmo. We are doing a daily vibration today. Today's Wednesday. Okay, it's hump day. Now, if you're dealing with the Mayan calendar, this is what I would like to call the neutral point day. So this is the day where you really get to neutralize your energy. So if you've been carrying anything for the past couple of days that you haven't made a decision whether or not you want to let go, or what decision, which way you want to go with it, Wednesdays, right, just based on the Mayan calendar and the energy that I've been studying, Wednesdays is a really good day for you to do that. All right, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Wednesdays also Kali. It's called Kali. Now, when we deal with energy, guys, you need to understand that there's always a negative and a positive charge to energy, right? That's why you, the individual, would always have to find balance. You are not to go really to the negative end of something or to the positive end. You're really supposed to find a neutral zone. Whole nother video. Just stick with me here, okay? However, Wednesday is considered a neutral point. So we're going to utilize the energy for today, right? Today, as I was meditating on the message that the ancestors really want to bring out today, is like, what's your truth? Stand in your truth today. Your truth is not going to be the same as everybody else's truth as you're moving throughout the day. So you need to recognize and understand your own truth and stand your ground in your truth, okay? All right, so if you're new to the channel, I am a certified Reiki energy healer, okay? And I use all of my training and all of the 20 years of doing this, really, okay? I utilized my audio engineering degree where I learned about energy and sound, and combine it with my Reiki certification, okay, which is chakras, to kind of help you guys to get through a lot of your day-to-day situations, okay? So now, this is how we do this when we're getting into the daily vibration. If you're new to the channel, okay, I deal with the 4 elements, okay? Now, each element, obviously, is responsible for a particular aspect of your psyche, okay? So you got water energy, you got fire energy, you got earth energy, and you also have air energy, okay? Within each one of these 4 elements, you have 3 zodiac signs. You would not just only responsible for mastering your own zodiac sign, aka the month that you were born. You're also responsible for mastering the other 11 zodiac signs, because they are energies within your own individual psyche, okay? So now, anything attached to the number 12, the 12 zodiacs, the 12 disciples, the 12 disciplines, the 12 men, monkeys, anything that you want to attach the number 12 to, they represent 12 facets of your psyche, okay? That's the myth and the mystery that you need to unlock, all right? So we're starting off with the water energy because we are still in Scorpio season. So this is going to be Cancer, Scorpio, and you got Pisces, okay? If you are not a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, you are going to want to utilize this energy and apply it to your emotions, okay? This water energy can be applied to your emotions, your feelings, okay? Heart chakra stuff, y'all, okay? Now, let me just say this. Your heart chakra or your emotions is what's governing manifestation in this particular 3D realm, okay? So whoever controls you emotionally controls exactly what's manifesting in your experiences, okay? Now, you got throat chakra popping up today, okay, life purpose for you, and this is actually master number 22, okay, which equals the number 4, and 4 is all about self-mastery and self-alchemy, okay. You also have the number 18 card, which equals the number 9. 9 is all about completion, which is heart chakra energy, and it's asking you to love. Today you got life purpose and love. Now, life purpose is important when it comes to the throat chakra energy, because this is pertaining to the things that you speak forth into the atmosphere. Your throat chakra is responsible for your sound, and it's responsible for your vibration, right? So when I give the analogy, guys, about tuning into a particular radio station or a particular frequency, right? So say, for example, you want to listen to R&B, and it's at 105.9, right? And you are currently on 107.5, right? That's playing jazz. In order for you to listen to 107.5 or, you need to be able to change the frequency of the dial and tune into that station. It's the same thing that is happening within your throat chakra. The way that you can tune in is by using your sound, your vocal box. This is why I always tell you guys, pay attention to what you co-sign. Pay attention to what you agree to, okay? Pay attention to what you speak into the atmosphere, okay? You speak sometimes what you fear, but you also speak. You can also speak what you want to experience, and that's important, okay? Life purpose is going to be important today, and you need to understand, once again, your truth is not going to be everybody else's truth, okay? Anything you're doing today, my wonderful water signs, especially if you're not a water sign, you want to check into your heart chakra. You want to tap in and do things in love, which means you don't want to entertain the fuck for fight energy today, which means that you don't want to do things for tit for tat today, and which means before you react emotionally, you want to check in with yourself before responding. Remember your vocal box, okay? Your throat chakra creates energy, okay? So we're talking about life purpose here. What are you speaking into your life purpose is going to be important today, okay? Communication. Throat chakra is also ruled by Gemini. That's Mercury energy, okay? Heart chakra, Heart chakra energy is ruled by Cancer and the Sun energy. So we're talking about Leo and Cancer's energy. Okay, so you definitely want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day. Okay, pay attention to your feelings today. Don't do tit for tat. Stay out of the fuck fight energy and watch your words. Okay, your words should be creating life or adding to your life purpose and not taking away from it today. Make sure that you're executing things in love today. Okay, now let me just say something to you, water signs. Sometimes it's not what you say, but how you say it, all right? You could be dealing with another Scorpio, my loves, or this could be you, my love. Scorpio is dealing with your own energy. Scorpio's energy is all about transformation, putting an end to the old so you can tap into the new. This is also crown chakra energy, so which means that you're going to have to kind of pay attention to the messages that's coming in today. Your crown chakra is your pineal gland. Some of you can also be experiencing heightened Kundalini energy rising. Some of you can be experiencing tingling in your crown chakra, as well as maybe pressure in your third eye chakra. Okay, so this could be your energy, my wonderful water energy, or you could be interacting here with also, I want to say this, okay, Uranus energy is the fool's energy, right? Uranus is actually one of the highest active planets in our solar system, right? So this is responsible for your life purpose, all right? Which means Uranus's energy is going to come in and it's going to break up anything that is not working on your behalf. So if you're not on the right path, it's going to come in and smash things up. So some of you could be experiencing a heavy Pluto energy right now, okay? Because we are in Scorpio season in conjunction with heavy Uranus energy, okay? Yeah. So Pluto's coming in to transform, and Uranus is saying it's time for you to take that risk, and you may have to operate in love and stop speaking things into the atmosphere that you don't want to experience, especially when it comes to your feelings, okay? So be mindful of that. Once again, Uranus is Aquarius's energy, if I'm not mistaken, okay? So you could be dealing with an Aquarius and a Scorpio, okay? You could have Aquarian energy and Scorpion energy in your chart too, all right? Yeah. I want to say, like, Uranus energy is also responsible for you being in a place where you're tapping into a place of trust, right? Or you can be still operating from a place of naivete, okay? Or pretending like you're naive to a situation because you don't want to trust, all right? Okay, so let's move on over to the wonderful air elements, okay? Air elements is going to be Gemini. It's going to be Aquarius. It's also going to be Libra's energy, okay? If you are not an air sign, because you are responsible for mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac, you can apply the air energy to your thinking. This is your spiritual and your mental thinking. This is the shit that's all up in your head. This is the conversation that you be having with yourself. This is the narrative that you be creating in your own head, honey. This is head shit, okay? All right, so that's if you're not an air sign. This is where you're going to apply this message. You guys got the sacral chakra energy popping up, asking you to tap into creativity. Your sacral chakra rules change, relationships, okay, and the change that needs to happen within those relationships, right, and the emotions within those relationships. It also rules codependency and addictions. It also can rule trust. It also can rule security and stability, right? Because if you're not feeling secure and stable emotionally, that can cause havoc, right? That can cause havoc, all right? So you want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout this energy. It's going to be important for you to balance your emotions, and I want to say pay attention to the common denominator in things, which means, are you the common denominator in situations and in these relationships? Are you the common denominator? Which means, are you keep or do you keep attracting, right, the same type of people with different faces but have the same type of energy, and then you're walking around feeling like the victim, or you're walking around feeling used or abused, okay? Or feeling like you may have, you know, you're not appreciated, right? Because you didn't take the time out to honor you, right? It could be something as simple as choosing to do something for somebody else when you know you had already set a time to do something for yourself, right? So you want to be mindful of that as we're moving throughout that energy, okay? Because that can really come back to bite you in the ass, all right? Okay. So sacral chakra energy, creativity, okay? Finding new ways to do things, and you also want to find where you fit in the situation. Maybe it's something that you can remove yourself from, or maybe something is you can correct within you, so that way you're not experiencing the same thing, okay? Determination is also popping up, okay? This is solar plexus energy. We're talking about your ego versus your will here, okay? This is where your self-confidence lies. This is where your willpower lies. This is where your determination lies. So you have creativity and determination, which means some of you may have to push through procrastination today. Some of you may just have to decide to do the climb, okay, and get up off your ass and execute, or make that phone call, or drop that thing in the mail, you know, or go see such and such, or fill out that application. Whatever it is that you need to do today, especially as far as paperwork is concerned, today's the middle point. You can change your energy today, okay? Now, I said I was going to text this. I had a class today, and I said I was going to share this book, and I'm going to definitely share this. I had an executive coaching class today. Basically the message that was coming across is we are not in the season where we can procrastinate. Like, you know, we are in a season where you got to get up and you got to do shit. So my wonderful air signs, if you're utilizing the message from the air element, watch your thinking today, especially when it comes to the things that you need to get done. There are creative ways for you to do things, so you're going to have to check your codependency. Okay, anything emotionally that makes you feel like you don't want to get up and do shit, you might have to push past some things today. Okay, be determined today. All right, so when we're dealing with, as far as the numerology is concerned here, we're dealing with the number 10 here, which reduces down to 1. This is creative energy, right? Right? When we're dealing with the number 16 here, this comes down to 7. We're talking about inner. It's a lot of inner going on. Inner standing, inner knowing, inner knowledge. Okay, now you also want to be mindful, because this could be very, very powerful energy of universal love, universal oneness too, universal completion. Listen, there's a reason why the number 13 is very powerful, okay? And there's a reason why the number 7 is very powerful. There's a reason why the number 9 and actually, let's just put it this way, okay? Because I could get in. I love numbers, all right? All numbers have a vibratory meaning and a vibratory frequency in which they create, in which they rule that realm, okay? 7 is a very divine number, because 7 can really tap into a place within you, okay? I might start giving you guys breakdown of the numerical value of these cards again, okay? So 1 is all about creativity, okay? The number 7 is all about inner wisdom, inner knowing. It's all inner work when it's coming to the number 7. This is the perfect man. This is where the perfect man meets himself spiritually, and you understand that you are a spiritual being. All right, this is all inner shit. Okay, so creativity and determination. All right, and let me just say this, and literally that's just a skim on the number on the vibration of 7. That's just a skim on what 7 can vibrate on. Okay. Meaning that's just like a little bit of how you can utilize the number 7 in the vibration. So you got 2 lower chakra energies. That's the energy below the belly button, which is the sacral chakra energy, right? Remember, emotions, relationship, and change, karmic patterns. Are you the common denominator in situations, okay? And then you have solar plexus energy, self-confidence, right? This is your will versus your ego, right? Inner strength, determination, okay? That is what it's asking you to tap in today, right? If you keep doing something the same way and expecting a different change, you may have to think about that, right? Yeah. There's many choices and many ways to do this. You may have to pay attention to the illusions, especially because things are transforming. So you want to be mindful of trust your intuition, my wonderful air signs, or if you're utilizing this message, trust your intuition before you make any decisions, especially if it's something that you feel emotionally inclined to do. Like, you know, so if you're feeling emotional about something, you want to make sure that you're trusting your intuition and maybe not act in the midst of that emotion. Okay? All right? Yep. You got the Hermit card popping out as the opposite energy that you may be interacting with today, but this could also be you interacting with you, so you want to be mindful of that. The Hermit energy, just so you know, okay, is energy where you're supposed to be able to go within and look at oneself. This is all about self-evaluation, right? Analyzing oneself. We're talking about energy here that can be very, very introspective if you allow it to be. And this energy can also help you to learn how to serve other people, but also maybe even learn how to serve yourself instead of looking outside of yourself for other people to serve you, right? The first relationship that you need to master is the relationship, not that you have with others, but the relationship that you have with yourself. Okay, I'm just saying. I've had to learn not to put too much on my plate, my lovelies, okay? Because what I wind up doing is putting a lot of things on my plate and then being a servant to the things that I put on my plate instead of allowing the things and the gifts and the opportunities that I have to be of service to me, right? So I can serve others with the gifting, right? So learning how to come balanced in your emotions and finding creative ways today to do things is going to be key. Pay attention to the illusions, okay? You want to pay attention to the illusions. I want to say you don't want to be in fantasy land too much. Don't try to be not in la la land too much as you're making some of these decisions. There's a lot of intuitive energy coming in, so you want to definitely pay attention to the dialogue that you're having, and the synchronicities also is what I'm hearing, okay? You could be dealing with a Virgo, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, so you want to be mindful of that energy, okay? And if you're dealing with a Scorpio, you need to know that the Scorpio is, I kind of feel like the Scorpio knows you very well. You know, yeah, I'm not saying knows you better than you know yourselves, but definitely the Scorpio knows you very, very well, all right? And if you're tapping into this Virgo energy, it could be more about analyzing oneself, all right? Okay, so let's jump on into the wonderful fire energy, okay? Fire energy is going to be Leo. It's going to be Aries, as well as it's going to be Sagittarius. Now, let me just say this. If you're not a fire sign, this message may apply to maybe some action that you may need to take. This can apply to passionate energy. This can apply to lustful energy. This can also apply to intuitive energy, okay? So you want to be mindful of that, all right? So now, you guys have communication popping up today, which is throat chakra energy. Throat chakra, once again, is responsible for your vibratory. This is how you cast your spells, with your spellings, your words, okay? Some of you could be tapping into telepathic communication today. You can think of something or think of someone and literally have it appear before your eyes and unfold right before you today, or get that phone call or that text message from that person today. So there's going to be communication today, right? The communication card reduces down to the number 3. So we're definitely talking about manifestation here. We're also talking about, for some of you, this could be communication with ascending masters, because the number 3 is also representation of ascending masters, okay? Now, I like to call the number 3 the holy, you know, I like to call the number 3 really like the Holy Trinity of manifestation. So we're talking about, when we're dealing with the Holy Trinity of manifestation here, we're talking about aspects of self. So we're talking about imagination, we're talking about mind, and we're talking about matter. Imagination, mind, and matter, right? And when you start to deal with the imagination, mind, and matter, we're starting to get into sacred geometrical symbols, right? Now, what has 3 points? Okay. What symbol has 3 points when we start to talk about polygons? Okay. When they taught us about all of our shapes in school, what symbol has 3 points? Okay. All right. Within that 3 points, like I said, you have your imagination, you have mind, and you have matter. Okay. And you need to understand, okay? Everything is mind. Everything is mental. All right. Different video for a different day. All right. Okay. So now, communication, throat chakra, third eye chakra, energy, dreams. Now, let me just say this, right? Some of you have really been having an increase in the dream world. I'm finding this a lot behind the scene within the community, in people's sessions, right? Like the dream world is popping off strong. And I can say, yeah, my dreams have been coming in a lot more clearly. All right, so the dream world is pretty active right now. Okay. So some of you could be getting telepathic communications from the dream world. Some of you are even waking up tired, right? Because you're doing a lot of astro traveling. Some of you are not getting a lot of sleep, but waking up feeling refreshed, okay? Because you're getting telepathic downloads and upgrades. So it's a lot going on in the spiritual realm right now. As far as the physical realm is concerned, this could be something physical where you guys have to pay attention to how you communicate towards the dreams and the goals that you are trying or working towards, okay? Some of you, this can definitely mean having to dust off some of the old things that you put to the side, okay? Some of you may need to literally communicate your dreams, okay? You have the World card popping up here, which means it's a season of completion, right? And if it's a season of completion, that means that you may have to bring out some of those things up. It's saying it's a season of completion, but you're going to have to, I want to say, gain more focus and foresight, because here there's not enough foresight here. Somebody may feel like they don't have a plan to complete whatever it is this is, you know, but I kind of feel like this right here, if you can tap into your emotions, you can get past this, all right? Because this is paired with the World card. This, you know. Yeah. Let's see what the other energy is saying. I'm feeling like shit is not completed. Shit is just taking too long. Things are being prolonged. Okay. This could even be somebody of, I want to say, negative influence too. And this could be also be somebody on a power trip. Okay. Wow. The opposite energy that you're interacting with, my wonderful fire sign, is the Two of Wands upright. So this could be your higher self talking to you, literally. Some of you could be having communication from the spiritual realm. So we're dealing with energy here, honestly, where, like the World card is saying, it's time to complete shit, right? But somebody here is still blocked in this energy. Yes, it's time to complete shit, but you're not operating from a place where, being truthful. For some people, this can definitely be fear of the change that's supposed to come in. It's time to complete things, but you afraid of the change that's supposed to come in. The opposite energy is, fuck no, I'm not afraid of this change that's coming in. Right? I've been planning for this shit. Some of you, this is straight up speaking your mind. You just telling this shit like it is. Fuck. Right? Here? So you could be dealing with something that's coming into completion today where you just like, I don't even know what to say. And somebody just speaking their mind. Saying, no, you don't have to say shit. Oh, shit. Yeah. Somebody speaking their mind and saying like, yeah, peace, deuces. Okay. No more in the old shit. Like, you can stay in that old shit if you want to and be fearful, but deuces. I'm finna move on to smoother waters. Like, I can't no more. No, baby. Now, you need to know this, that this World card is Saturn's energy, right? So, we're dealing, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, okay? You got Saturn's energy. This is about liberation. This is about peace. The world is saying, okay, somebody's trying to communicate something here. And this could be something physically for some of you, right? Like physically. This could be a physical dream, right? And it's trying to come through. It's trying to come true, but you're afraid. I'm already afraid. Fear of change. Don't want to, or you're afraid to commit to this situation because you could feel like, ah, shit, this is just going to be, I don't know. This may just be too normal. Like, there's no fun in this. Like, I don't know. You know, because some people don't want to be tied to something that's too normal. You need a lot of creative energy. Okay? All right. Once again, this may not have anything to do with that because of all of this emotional energy that represents emotions and change, and because there's the Two of Wands popping up, you got the opposites of this energy. One person's like, deuces, I'm out. I got this, you know. I've been waiting for this for a really long time. I am not afraid anymore. Somebody could be physically moving overseas, like packing their shit up and physically moving overseas. You know. Somebody could be telepathically communicating from overseas too. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Somebody's deciding to move forward and somebody's still afraid. Even though it's time for change, honey, they still afraid. Yep. All right. Let's go on to the wonderful Earth energy. Okay. So, Earth energy, right? If you are a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay, my loves, this message can be for you. If you are not a Capricorn, a Taurus, or Virgo, my love, what you can do is you can definitely apply this energy to the physical realm, okay? That is the money, the house, the car, the bills, the children. Anything in the physical realm that you may feel needs to be adjusted, needs to be dealt with, you can apply this message there, okay? Now, keep in mind that you're not just responsible for the energy that you put out. You're also responsible for the energy that you take in, okay? Okay, what you got for my wonderful Capricorns, Virgos, and Taurus? I am. This takes me back to that episode in Lovecraft when she was asked to name herself, right? I am presence. Whatever you place after the words I am, okay, that is what it is. All right, so when you say I'm not going to do something or I'm not going to have something, guess what? You're not going to do and you're not going to have, right? So you need to understand, right? I talk about throat chakra energy. And when you speak things into existence, you're creating spells. You're creating frequencies, sacred geometric patterns that goes out into the ethers, okay? You can kind of think of it as like you are opening up your magnetic field and putting out a magnet to suck or to pull to you the things that you speak outwardly, okay, as well as the things that you feel too, right? All right, so you have crown chakra energy popping off, okay? Crown chakra energy is communication with your higher self. This is a communication with your ancestors. This is peace. This is meditation. This is you understanding and connecting the synchronicities of not just the spiritual world, but nature, life, you know, making all of the allegories as you were experiencing, okay? You can experience all of that definitely through your crown chakra, okay? You also have the earth chakra grounding here, okay? Earth chakra is definitely, once again, what's keeping you grounded to the earth. Once again, I gotta say, this is a nurturing energy. For some of you, need to go, step out in the grass and shit. I mean, it's getting cold now, but you may need to literally get out in nature. Take a walk in the park. We're not too, you know, far gone where it's freezing, you know, if you're in certain parts of the country, you know. Yeah, so you might have to take a walk out in nature. You may have to, if you can't do that, buy a plant, you know, meditate, chant, okay. You may have to tap into your I am presence today, my lovely earth signs. Trust your intuition today. This is pure divine insight, knowing things, okay, even though you don't understand how you know them, but you know. Ground yourself today. You need to ground yourself, okay? Why do my wonderful earth signs need to ground themselves today? That's the question, all right? Two of Swords. You may need to ground yourself today because there may be some decisions that you need to make. There may be decisions that you need to make. There may be some indecision. Then you made this. You may need to just say, white flag. Shit, let the trips fall where they made. I'm calling a truce. I can't fight no more. Type of decisions. Okay, some of you, this could be blocked emotions because you're not speaking your truth. Okay, some of you got some decisions to make. Okay, you really need to be able to clearly know. Yeah. Look at this. This is paired with the Princess of Swords, and you need to make those decisions from your heart. Princess of Swords energies, we're talking about someone that's very, I want to say, determined, bold, speaks their mind. Okay? Very self-assured. Okay? This is somebody that doesn't mind coming in and being the first to do something. Okay? Which is you can say, especially from the aspect of earth energy, somebody that has ambition. You know what I'm saying? So you have some decisions to make, but you're going to have to ground yourself, and you're going to also have to tap into the higher part of self, which means don't operate from your ego today, my wonderful earth signs. Okay? Do not operate from ego today. That's maybe difficult for some earth signs that's not doing their work. Okay? Yeah. Don't operate from your ego today, especially if it's bruised a little bit, okay? Yeah. Use that self-determined and that self-assured energy, especially coming from a place of love and speaking from the heart. Okay, yeah. You have to watch yourself today because you could be interacting with energy from the ego perspective. This is solar plexus energy, but it's also the Ten of Swords energy. So we're talking about some really backstabbing type, I even want to say narcissist type energy that you could be dealing with, okay? This, for some of you, could also represent crisis. So you could be dealing with someone who's always in crisis, okay? You could be dealing with someone that doesn't tell the truth until they have no choice but to tell the truth, okay? For some of you, I feel like this message could have come across, and you could have had received some type of communication, some type of electronic communication. This could have been something, maybe a text message or email or something, okay? Definitely hearing more of a text message, okay? Yeah, all right. Somebody may have lied. Somebody may have betrayed you. Somebody may have done something very painful that you didn't think. And then there's some conflict that you may need to deal with. So there's some decisions that you may need to handle today. Okay. But before you handle those decisions, you want to make sure that you're naming this is, the situation properly. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater today. Ground yourself. Okay. Ground yourself. Sometimes people that love you do fucked up shit, you know. And sometimes people... you do fucked up shit to the people that you love, right? But then sometimes there's just fucked up people that you can't share your love with, right? And then there's sometimes people that you gotta love from a distance. So you're gonna have to make up your mind like what category people falls in, my wonderful earth signs. Or if you're applying this energy to the earth element per se, this is going to be the physical realm, right? So you're gonna apply this message to where it fits within the physical realm, okay? Now, the reason why I go through all of these chakra systems, because your chakra systems are portals, they're gateways of energy. One of the things that I've been practicing lately is to check into myself and ask myself how I feel. My dad just passed a month ago. And it's, you know, there's something that happens when you have a parent that transitions, okay? My mom is still living, and my mother is the most beautiful soul and the most beautiful spirit that there is. And I'm so grateful for my mother, because my mother has taught me how to be kind. I remember growing up and thinking that she helped everybody and people just treated her like shit, and she just gave, and I was never going to be like that. People was not going to take advantage of me, and I was sure as hell not going to give her my money, you know. And I was, my house, you know, we would joke with my mother and tell my mother she picks up strays all of the time because everybody was welcome. You know, she's gotten a lot better at that now. She's not as inviting, but she still has a welcoming home. But over the years, she's learned that sometimes not everybody that says they need help, you have to allow them into your personal space. Okay, so be mindful, right? It's okay to be kind and it's okay to be loving, but sometimes it's okay to love people from a distance and put them in a category that they need to be in. And sometimes that category does not always fit within being within your life. So before you throw the baby with, out with the bath water, my wonderful earth signs, if you're dealing with the earth element, you want to definitely make sure that you go through the categories and you figure out, where you got to place people, or where you got to place situations, or where you got to place yourself, honey. Okay. A lot of us, sometimes we self-project, right? But we don't take the time to look at ourselves. Okay. I had a temper tantrum over the weekend, and I may have acted out and said some things. Not that I didn't mean them, and not that they was not what I would even say rightfully and justly meant to say, but it was also me being pulled over into a stream of energy from somebody that's hurt and traumatized and doesn't know love. And I allowed myself to be pulled over to that, right? Now, what I realized, and I don't know who this is for, why I'm saying this, but what I realized was, and I say this all of the time, what I realized was I am responsible for my own emotions. And at the end of the day, there's nothing that I can possibly say or do to this person, or really to anyone, right? That they have not already set in motion for themselves. Now, I can get caught up in creating a loop of energy where I am going to have to deal with all of the negative shit that I've said to this person. And, not a tit for tat, because I'm not going to get up and just purposely do things, right? However, I'm a Scorpio, and I got a mouth, and and if I don't watch my temper, it can explode, so I don't want to issue out, or send out a lot of different signals, a lot of, create a lot of drama with my words, just because I can't control my emotions, right? The spiritual walk is not one that is for punks. You can't be a punk and do the spiritual work. It don't work like that. In the spiritual work, you are going to have to check yourself constantly, because what you realize is if you don't pay attention, that you can be not even that you can be, that you are the fucking common denominator in your life, right? You can really allow yourself to accept things and to do things and to, I want to say, expect things from others, really, that only you can give to yourself, okay? All right, I'm signing off. That was a speech. I didn't mean to go that long, and I don't know who that message was for, right? But be kind to yourself, love yourself, honor yourself. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, okay? I appreciate each and every one of you, okay? If you're tuning in via YouTube, I appreciate you. If you're tuning in via Instagram, I appreciate you. If you are part of the Patreon community, I want to say, I wrote it down. I took notes. Okay, so this is what we're doing, and I'm going to say this on the next live, all right? I freaking meant to announce it yesterday, and I didn't, okay? So we're going to start this next month, okay? The karma readings, if you're a Patreon member, we're going to do the karma readings live on Patreon starting next month, okay? And depending on how much people that we have in there, I probably, maybe, I'm going to have a treat for you. Okay, let's do that. If you're showing up for the karma readings live on Patreon on the 11th of the month, okay, we're going to be doing some, y'all going to have a treat when y'all come to those readings live, okay? So if you're not a part of the Patreon community, you do need to do so, right? I forgot to let you guys know and air it on the last live, so I'm going to see y'all next month, right? However, the karma readings will be up today, the 11th. Okay, is today the 11th? Yeah, today's the 11th, okay? And I want to say something, too, because I kind of looked this up, right? We're going to be doing them on the 11th of the month, which is going to be it's going to be the second week of the month, right? Or the second Wednesday of the month. So the second Wednesday of the month. I can't even say so. Let me see something. Because I'm doing this based on the Mayan. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to figure out the dates for you guys of when we're doing the karma readings, and I'm going to let you know that way. Because I'm going based on the Mayan calendar dates. Okay, that's what I was told to do. And how to do these lives. I'm going to circle back so you guys can know, all right? I know they did say to do them on the 11th of the Mayan calendar month, which is a Wednesday. So that happens in the Mayan calendar is only 28 days, honey, okay? So, and it doesn't rotate, it doesn't change, all right? So, the second Wednesday of the month is always the 11th, okay? And I was told to do it, you know, within that time frame. So I would just need to go through the calendar to see exactly where that date lies within the Gregorian calendar, because they're not all landing on the same date. So let me work that out, and then I'm gonna let you guys know, okay? And then we'll circle back, okay? All right, I'm gonna see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration, and I will follow up with the karma reading and the live. But in the meantime, you guys are going to get the upload on Patreon, okay? Peace, love, and light to each and every one of you. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Bye, my loves.